now we start matching parts up. As we fit them, and I did put a reference mark right there, a witness mark here, and a witness mark on the piece of metal. So I will know that them two lines up. But what I did, simple as can be, just cut the piece of metal out, and then I laid it out just by putting the gas tank itself onto the piece of metal, making a scribe line on all four corners, removing that, and then laying these out with a pencil so that we could see them here on camera. Normally in sheet metal work you would use a scribe. I advise a scribe in your home shop, but for clarity, if it can be, I laid them out like that. Now we're going to bend them up, and you just put that thing right. This is a 12-inch. It comes from Grizzly. This is one of them Grizzly specials, a 12-inch pan brake. It's a G0556, a wonderful little machine for light duty shop work, and I just put that in there. I clamped the movable jaw with the lever just now off camera, and then this part right down here, that moves right there. And the way that thing works is you want to move it, you want to end up with a 45-degree angle right there. And I'll show you something. I've got another project to do, so there was a reason. The end that I have in the brake is just like this. I'll explain that to you. If you put it in this way right here, this little short distance of a lip that I wanted to have right there, sometimes it will pull that out. It don't have enough foot. So if you work it from the back side, it's much easier to bend up this lip on the front here. With that said, I done got that put up in yonder. I'm gonna bend it. That jaw's locked in, and you just bend it straight up, and you see the lip, and then you set this free and pull that out, and you have that right there is what you got. A little thing like that. Now, on this particular pan brake here, I can remove on a pan brake. You can remove sections of like 1 inch, 1 inch, 2, 2, 3, and 3, and you can use any combination of that on whatever you're bending. I've got a 12-inch project that I'm working on, and I don't want to take nothing off of there. So the other option to do that is I went over here to the anvil. I bent them back down that way, all four corners, and I'm gonna put it back in the brake and bend the end pieces. Okay, just lock it in, and right there's the thing, and the line's lined up. I can see it. And then you just bend this 5, set this free, bring it out. Bring this out. Now I'll take it over to the anvil and set these corners right. Might as well do them both while we're over here. Got it locked in, and we got an end plate. Now we'll finesse it. We'll finesse it with a hammer. And now you see what I done right yonder. I laid them corners over a little bit, made this bend on each end, and now I'll finesse them. I'll show you. We just work these corners back. I will work that on the anvil over there just a little bit. The other ends on the other tank, now we're going to do a little bit different. But anyway, you get on with that right there, and you will end up with this right here, a real nice end plate. And then, and at this point, you do start marking them so they'll go the right way, because what happens is the best you can do, you'll have a little bend just according on the radius right there. Sometimes it just be enough to throw you off. But once you get it started to lining up there, then you've got a perfectly nice end. I've not decided yet if I'm going to solder this or weld it. We'll get that other end on there and then we'll make that decision. When working with a thin gauge metal, this option right here for a tank end is a pretty good choice. I'll show it to you. You see the way that it's bent over like that, and it's got the little corners nibbed off there, and this right here is in its flat state, and I just cut them corners off. Now when I put it in the brake to bend it, you can bend the two side pieces in a normal way, and then bring it out here, line it up like that, and you can make this bend without any harm. We're going to get her done. Always observe the marked lines in line with the movable jaw. And then when you've made those two cuts like that, then the next one you just put it right in here, set it true to the line, and then bend it up. And if you cut these corners at the correct angle, we got her done. Let's get her in there. The gas tank, I done been out there and soldered it. I done already soldered it down through yonder, around through yonder, around there. We done already got that thing soldered up. And you can see, y'all see right around yonder where I tinned those openings. And what I did is I crimped them holes upward to add some strength to the tank. And this right here, that's one of them gas tank fittings that you can buy, and that'll go right there. And this right here is fitting saved off of a gallon lacquer thinner can, and it will go right here. I'll run a real nice bead of solder around both of those. This one will be for the gas filler, and this one will have a small hole in the cap and the check valve, and that's a real good size opening right there. You can get a larger size check valve down in there. The Fairbanks-Morse use that type of fitting quite a lot. The crimping, bending metal on a brake, you can actually get one of these things right here out, and you put that piece of you put that piece of metal right up in there. This one here actually has a stop in there where you can line it up, and then you can make a bend right there with that thing right there. Oh, this works really good. You know, there's just a multitude of tools available for this type of work. I'm going to get on with my soldering, and I do think while I was soldering, I was thinking to myself,